Hi you guys, it's Anna. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you're returning. Thank you so much for being here. And today I'm going to talk about a niche perfume brand that I've really been wanting to try. I'm really excited to share this with you. It's one that I'd heard really good things about and been really curious about. So this is Brown Girl Jane. I don't have a ton of backstory about this brand. If you are interested in, more of the details about the founders, the vision, every other factor that could be interesting, I'm happy to do like more of a deep dive and kind of give you more of a brand overview. But today it's really going to be more so just kind of a first impression of the fragrances of theirs, which I have been sampling, and the ones that I did get travel sprays of that I've really been enjoying. Overall, I have really good things to say about this brand. So I really just wanted to kind of share my recent experiences and, like I said, kind of give you my first impressions. Some of them I do have just little 1 milliliter quantities of that I got in a travel set recently from Sephora during the sale. And there's a couple others that I really enjoyed, so I bought the larger 10 ml travel sprays of. I haven't sprung for any full bottles yet, but I could definitely see doing that. I think I'm going to be probably going through these travel sprays pretty quickly because I really have been enjoying these scents. So I'm going to basically just spray them, tell you my thoughts about the overall scent profile, and just give you a little bit of a rundown about the notes that they have listed. And you can maybe figure out if this is something you'd want to try, or if you have tried them and already really enjoy them, this will be useful as well, maybe, because there's some ones that you may not have tried that I'll be talking about briefly at least. So let's start with Peach Aura, which is one that I've really been hearing a lot about recently. It's kind of trending. I feel like peach as a note in general is really trending right now. And I'd heard that this fragrance is like a really beautiful gourmand peach, kind of like a candied peach, that it smells a bit like those peach ring candies, almost like syrupy canned peaches as well. So I was a little bit on the fence because I do enjoy peach. I really, really like the note of peach in fragrances. I love the freshness. I like spicier peach notes. I mean, I really enjoy the peach fragrances I've recently gotten into. And this one sounded a little bit different than the ones I have. It sounded a little bit more gourmand, a little bit more sweet, kind of, sugary and syrupy. So I was a little not sure about that because I'm not always into super, super syrupy sweet fragrances, but I do like gourmands in general, like I said. So I went ahead and got this 10 milliliter one from Sephora, and I'll just give you a quick note breakdown here, just off the little box. And it's going to be real basic. So, if you want to know more, like I said, if you want more of like a deep dive into like the notes even, and longevity, projection, all that good stuff, I'm happy to follow up and do that. Okay, so the notes listed here are velvet peach, blood orange, Bellini nectar, Georgia magnolia butterscotch cream, almond blossom, vanilla bourbon, sandalwood, and cashmere musk. Okay. It doesn't specify, which are top notes, middle notes, base notes, but, this is the breakdown, so it seems like it does involve a lot of, some citrus, peach, Bellini nectar, that's interesting, magnolia, so there's kind of a floral aspect. Okay, let's spray it here on the strip. That's good, you guys. It's really nice. It really does smell like peach rings, which is so nostalgic and just comforting somehow. Like, there's something really kind of like girly and comforting about this fragrance. It really reminds me of the South, like Georgia peaches, just going to Savannah and all the beautiful old architecture and everything peach related. It just has that quality of like sweetness. It's very kind of charming somehow. So I really like this one, guys. I've worn it a couple times since I got it. I will say the longevity is not the best. I got a maybe half-day wear out of it, and then I did need to reapply. Projection is fair. I mean, it's not a beast. It's not one of those where people are going to be like stopping you on the street asking you what you're wearing necessarily, but I think it's very wearable, very pretty. I felt comfortable wearing it to work. I wasn't worried about like overpowering anybody or having anybody be like put off by it, because it's pretty subtle. I mean, it's really not a beast mode fragrance, like I said, but it is really nice. It's really nice as a layering scent. I feel like it plays really well with others. You could definitely combine it with like a more vanilla forward fragrance and it would just be a really nice addition. So I really enjoy this one. This is Peach Aura, which I believe is one of their latest fragrances. Okay, so let's talk about a couple others that I initially tried in the Discovery set, and then I liked them, so I went ahead and bought the 10 milliliter quantity. So this one is called Carousel. Let me put up this little box that it came in and we can talk about the notes listed here, and then I'll spray it like I did with the other one. Okay, so Carousel, caramelized apple, okay, sparkling black currant, sponge sugar, lily of the valley, coral rose, orange blossom, sandalwood cream, cloud musk, and cherry leather. Okay, yum. I had been told that this one does smell like a caramelized apple, which that just sounds delicious. So let's spray it and I can kind of give you my thoughts. This is so good, you guys. I almost think I prefer this one to Peach Aura. This has more complexity to it. I'm really getting, you know, the caramelized apple, which is just so good. How can you go wrong with a caramelized apple? But there's more to this. There's a peppery quality. And, you know, now that I'm looking at these notes, I mean, with the cherry leather, I'm thinking, okay, maybe that leather is coming in and kind of giving me that peppery smell. I don't know if I get leather per se, but there's definitely like something grounding this fragrance. So it's a beautiful caramel apple accord, but then there is something more substantial grounding it, something that is a little bit leathery perhaps, that has a peppery quality. Maybe it's the currant too. This is so good, you guys. Again, I've worn it a handful of times, and I would say that what I said about the Peach Aura in terms of the longevity and projection and whatnot is kind of applicable to this one as well. I would not say that it's a beast, but I could smell it on myself throughout the day periodically. I would say it gave me maybe, you know, 4 or 5 hours of being noticeable on myself, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know so much about the sillage. I didn't really get any compliments, but that doesn't necessarily mean that other people can't smell it. It just maybe means that, you know, it wasn't super noticeable. Oh, it's so good though, guys. I really love this one. I really recommend this one. This again is Carousel. Okay, so let's move on to my last 10 milliliter one. Okay, this one's called Carnival. I mean, right off the bat, actually, this is the one that I would have kind of maybe expected to smell like caramel apple, just because I kind of associate that with carnivals. But let's see. Carnival, okay. The notes are mango, ooh, Caribbean mango, jasmine, nectar, amber, ginger, whipped musks, golden pimento, creamy sandalwood, and vanilla. Wow, that's one of those where I read it and I can't really predict how it's gonna smell. So let's spray it. I have worn it before, but I need a refresher here. Ooh, oh wow, okay. Peppery, pimento. I get that pimento right off the bat. But there's so much more to this. I mean, I don't know that I smell mango per se, but I do smell the ginger. I smell the amber, vanilla, and sandalwood. Yeah, so it's a gourmand. They're all gourmand so far, guys. I forgot to kind of say that so far these would all be what I would consider to be gourmand. Carnival and Carousel are not in-your-face cloyingly sweet gourmands or even super photorealistic gourmands. Like, they don't smell like one specific thing, not even like a caramel apple. I mean, even the one where caramel apple is the main accord, there's more to it. I wouldn't say it's a photorealistic caramel apple. And this one, I would say the same. I mean, it has a gourmand quality. It's definitely sweet, but it doesn't come across as one specific dessert. So I really appreciate that about this brand. I really think they do a good job of making things a little bit more complicated, a little bit more intriguing and more interesting than just, like, let's say, a super literal photorealistic gourmand take on one dessert. So again, this one's really good. This is Carnival. It has a spiciness. I would say it's a little bit more spicy than Carousel. This one, it's good, guys. I mean, they're all so good. And there is a common DNA. I'm noticing there's certain baseline similarities. It's always kind of hard for me to say exactly why I get that, what exactly is common between them that I'm picking up on, but they definitely do share some qualities. It's really good. I can't wait to play with these more and just give you more thoughts and let you know a little bit maybe more about the lasting power, projection, all the stuff that you kind of learn in your wearing journey, versus just like a first impression, which this basically is. Okay, so those are the first three. Let's spray a couple more of our little guys, our little minis from the 6 fragrance discovery kit that I bought. So this one is called Casablanca. Ooh, okay, let's spray it. Uh-oh, these sprayers are not, oh dear, okay. Oh my goodness, I might have to just open it. Oh yikes, you guys, this isn't spraying properly. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, okay. I don't know what's happening here, but this is not spraying. Okay, I got a little bit out of it. Oh, excuse that, okay. This is gonna need to, oh my goodness. This is gonna need to be decanted though into some other format because I'm sorry to report that their sprayers on these sample size quantities are bad. It's really unfortunate. I literally had to kind of just like open up the top to smell it, but I am now getting a really good whiff of it and I really like it. This one is called Casablanca, like I said. Oh my goodness, right off the bat I smell marzipan. It's a really nice almond gourmand. Okay, so I don't have the note breakdown for these that came with the package for whatever reason. I seem to have misplaced the little pamphlet that had the notes for these samples, but I did kind of Google it and I'll just kind of review, you know, basically what was listed. So this one again, like I said, is Casablanca. Ooh, marshmallow, cardamom, incense, amber, and creamy sandalwood. Marshmallow, yes, absolutely. Cardamom, oh my gosh, yes, I love cardamom and I do get it here. I'm getting almond though, I'm really getting the marzipan. That was my first impression. This is good, you guys. I just am so sorry, I can't even really spray it. I'm just sniffing the top because the sprayer didn't work. So yeah, I mean, from the little that I'm able to experience of this fragrance, I really do like it. I think it's really promising and I'm gonna try to see if I can salvage this sample somehow. Okay, so that's Casablanca. Again, a gourmand, creamy, lactonic to some extent, I would say, a little bit spicy with the cardamom. Marshmallow comes across. I get almond, it's not listed, but it's really good. I really do enjoy that one from what I can smell of it. Okay, this one had better spray properly. It's called Dare. All right, let me see first of all if I can even, okay, here we go. Dare, okay. So, notes listed are black pepper, lychee, yes, cherry blossom, damask rose, pink peony, amber, and leather. Okay, I'm getting a black pepper accord. I'm not a huge fan of pepper, guys. I mean, I understand that pepper can really be a nice addition to fragrances. It kind of offsets sweetness. It can add a nice spicy quality. Sometimes to me, it dominates in a way that I don't really love. I would say that this is pepper forward. I'm really getting, I mean, they list that as a top note, so I am getting that pepper. Lychee, not so much. I'm getting the peony, I'm getting the amber, and I'm getting the leather. So this one is a little bit of a spicier, darker take on a gourmand, I would say. Again, not photorealistic, not identifiably one dessert that they're, you know, recreating. It is just more of a hodgepodge kind of. I like it. I don't love it. It's not one of my favorites so far. I'm kind of gathering it's called Dare because it's a little bit maybe more peppery, spicy, edgy than some of the other ones. So I think the name is appropriate in this collection, but I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong, and I would like to wear it more and gather more thoughts on it, but I don't think it's gonna be my favorite of the lot just based on how much I like the other ones. Okay, this is called Dusk. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow. Whew, these sprayers are really bad. I'm not sure that I can recommend this discovery set, to be honest, guys, because these sprayers are some of the worst sprayers I've ever encountered. I'm literally having trouble. Now, I did spray them all initially, and I didn't anticipate starting this video and not being able to spray these things, but guys, this is not good, okay? I would say if you are interested in these fragrances, I don't want to say skip this discovery set because I love discovery sets. I think they're a great way to try things, but these are not spraying, and I don't know if maybe I just got a bad batch, but that's not something we should have to deal with. So at any rate, I'm going to stop complaining and just tell you my thoughts about dusk here. Okay, jasmine, coconut, milk and almond, vanilla orchid, and sandalwood. Okay, so yes, coconut. I love it. Okay, this one is listing almond, unlike the other one, which didn't, that I really smelled almond in. Milk, yeah, lactonic. Orchid, perhaps a little bit of a floral note. I'm not really picking up on anything specifically floral, but sandalwood, yes, I get that woodiness and that kind of dry down here. I would love to wear these and do more of a wear test and kind of tell you whether or not they're linear or whether or not they evolve a bit and whether the dry down kind of is a bit different than the opening. It is a little hard to tell because these are teeny tiny samples. They're not spraying very well and I haven't had much of a chance to play with them. I would say regarding the ones where I have a slightly larger quantity and I've worn them a few more times, I think that you get some complexity right off the bat. I think there are a lot of elements. They're really nice. You know, there's a sweetness, but they're offsetting it with some peppery notes, some woody notes, and that's really appealing. I would say that they are pretty linear. However, I don't really feel like the fragrances started out one way and kind of wound up in a different location. Like it sort of is what it is from the beginning to me, if you know what I mean. But I really do enjoy them. I mean, I like how they come across at first and I enjoy how they continue to smell throughout the day. So those are the samples that I've tried. You know, just a nice overview of this brand. I think I really got a good sense of what the strong suits are of this brand. I think it's a wonderful gourmand leaning brand, at least in this current collection. And I would definitely recommend that you guys try these. Like I said, the Discovery set, the sprayers were terrible, but perhaps I got a bad one. I would recommend maybe just going to Sephora and trying to spray a few of them and just get a sense of them that way, or maybe just ordering some of these 10 milliliter, because these are really nice. I mean, they were pretty affordable too. I think they were maybe like 25, and I got them on sale, so I think it might have been 30, and then it was down to like high 20s or mid 20s even. I don't recall specifically, but these were definitely nice, really good travel sprays. So that's it, guys. That's my overview of Brown Girl Jane. I really love this brand so far. Highly recommend. If you have experiences with this brand, if you've gone ahead and purchased any full-size bottles and you have, you know, thoughts, or if you want to share any of your experiences, I would love to hear about it. And I'd love to update you and let you know kind of whether or not I end up exploring more of these, whether or not I end up trying to salvage these decants. I will definitely follow up on this, and like I said, if you want more of a deep dive and an overview of what this brand is about, I'm happy to provide that as well. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.